Hi, I'm Tracy Cardwell from LPCiminelli and the host of the Buffalo Public Schools renovation program, Making It Happen. The Making It Happen show is a monthly news show that brings you information about the individual construction happening at each school, along with information about opportunities for women and minority businesses and opportunities for our Buffalo Public Schools students. The Making It Happen show is produced by LPCiminelli, and LPCiminelli is the program manager for the renovation program. I am so glad you tuned in today because we've got a terrific show in store for you. And we're going to kick it off over at our team session. We took a group of students to visit our project site at School 59. Robin Moody Loggins, our project manager, she gives our group of students a wonderful tour. And then we're going to head over to School 53, that's Community School 53, where you will see the finishing touches of a miraculous school. It is absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to end the show right here in front of the Convention Center, where I interviewed the president of the building trades, Mr. Paul Brown and John Magney. I'm so glad you tuned in, but don't go away. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to take a tour. School 59. I don't know, are you guys familiar with Waterfront? So Waterfront School was like an open concept school where they didn't have classrooms. Everything was kind of just open space. 59 was along those same lines. And basically what we're doing, we're enclosing the areas and making classrooms. So that's the biggest thing here. Yes, sir? Yep. You went to 50? You went here? Oh, okay. So yeah, you know how loud it was. You can hear everything over the walls. Probably loud kids like yourself making all the noise in class. Oh, you were the good kids? Yeah, sure you were. But yeah, we're going to enclose a lot of the classrooms. And it's because the school is fairly new, but paint, new floor tile, ripping up. It was a lot of existing carpet. We're doing floor tile, new paint, new millwork, and like I said, enclosing the classrooms. So we can just take a look. Yes, sir.
Fishbowl style classrooms with glass so we can see in there, or is it just going to be
wall? Yeah, a wall with the door. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then one of the nice features of this school is the library. It's in the center. It's kind of open, 2 levels up. So that's really going to be a nice space. Okay. Okay, everybody is safety up, right? Everybody hard hat, safety glasses. Okay. All right, this is a standard classroom. We're on level 3, and pretty much what we're putting here, new carpet. We already started, as you can see, the painting finishes. We just got 1 coat. So we just got to drop the ceiling tile, do some duct work connections, finish some electrical work here. And this existing wire mold here is where we're going to put a new millwork and computer counters. And then every classroom gets a teacher's wardrobe. And we're getting new furniture, new FF&E, it's called FF&E, which is furniture, fixtures, and equipment. And it's new desks, new chairs, well, like I said, millwork, and then the teacher desk, things like that. So this is on the larger side, but this is a standard, typical classroom. Basically what we're doing here, we're going to not totally replace the cabinets. We're going to put new handles, new hinges, because this area is typically in pretty good shape, so we weren't doing a total revamp. Some rooms we demoed all the millwork, some areas we just replaced it. This will get new flooring, paint, ceiling tile, things like that. So this is pretty much all we have planned for this room. New furniture as well. And then in those little compartments up underneath, that's where the sewing machines are. They're not there now, but you open them up. I'll just show you if you want to see. And they just have this lever that you pop them out. So these are where the sewing machines are going. Yes. Well, these were, no, the cabinet was here. The pop-ups were here too, yeah. So this room in particular was in really fair shape.
One in the tech shop as well.
Tech shop, yep. We're just bringing all the stuff back. Right now we're standing in the library. This was always the existing library. We basically ripped up the carpet. We're getting new
library furniture, bookshelves, flooring, paint. And what's unique about the Science Museum School is that it's connected, well, not the Science Museum School, that's what people call it. It's called Charles Drew School, but it's connected directly to the Science Museum. So that makes it kind of unique. From a management standpoint, we have to make sure that we don't disturb the daily activities of the Science Museum. You know, a lot of times when you're in construction, there's unforeseen things that happen. And unfortunately, when you're right next to a facility that's open from 8 to 5, they kind of inherit some of the issues that we inherit. So part of the issue is making sure you have communication, let them know if something's going on, making sure contractors aren't parking where the patrons park at. We've had a couple instances where the fire alarms go off over here and it affects them and they may have to evacuate. So we just try to prevent any issues like that. We've been pretty good about it. It's kind of a good relationship, so it's working well. Main office, the level 1 is kind of like a split level. You have the main office, administration area. This will be the clinic. The clinic is to my right with a series of offices, exam rooms in there, and then the assistant principal, and there's a vault that we just put in to storage of the exams and things like this, but this is typically your administration area. And then if we go down, we can, there's some classrooms behind you guys, and we'll go down and look at those. This is level 1. These are more classrooms. And you can see, as I was talking earlier, how the progression of the job goes from 3, 2 to 1. These walls recently they drywall taped them, sanded them, and they'll probably be ready for paint. We're looking to start painting on those probably about a week or so. So it just kind of shows you the different stages of the job as we go along. And there's no ceiling grid up because we haven't done all the above ceiling work, the mechanical tie-in, electrical tie-in work. So that's why none of the ceiling grid's not up yet. And we have temporary lights, none of the permanent lights. The strings you can see above here, this is all temporary. As we get closer to the end of the job and as it progresses, then we'll put the grid up, then they'll put the lights up. So this is pretty much, again, this area was open and we added this wall here to create these classrooms. And then this wall here, this is the back side of the main office that we just came out of. Electrical, mechanical, plumbing, roofing, masonry contractors, and they bid on the job. And they give us a price and the lowest price, and we come together, and that's how we come up with the $6 million. We have a $6 million budget. Sometimes it comes in over budget, sometimes it comes out under budget. And then that's where I come in from a management standpoint, and I oversee myself and my superintendent, who's not here, and we oversee the project. Well, typically what we have at the beginning of the job, we have a construction schedule, and we break down the different activities, like when should the drywall start, when should the painting start, when should the flooring start, and we kind of track it and make sure that each contractor is on board and on schedule. If we see something slipping, we may have to call them and tell them to get additional manpower on site. Or, part of my job is I come in and the painter, like for instance, the painter was supposed to be on site on Monday. He didn't show up Monday. He didn't show up he's on site today. So things like that, you have to push the job to make sure that they do their work, because there's somebody else in line waiting to do their work that's following them. Like the painter, until he puts one coat of paint on the walls, we can't put the grid up. So we have to push the painter to get the grid up. Whereas we have to push the drywall guy to finish and sand the walls so they're ready for the painter. Because a lot of times one trade will say they're done, like they'll say, okay, we're ready for paint, and then the painter will come, he'll, sand the walls, fill the walls, because he knows what condition the wall needs to be in order for him to put his paint on. And he'll say, well, no, you're not ready, they need to sand the wall again. So that's the type of things that I have to do to make sure that the job is flowing and things get done. So, managing the day-to-day activities of the job.
That's the difference between a construction management team and a general contracting, or a construction management project and a general contracting project, okay? When we do CM, we have a person that oversees the project. When we do GC, we have people that are in actually doing the work, that's doing
Performing the actual work.
Okay?
For all intents and purposes, we're substantially complete with the job, and then we have like a month to wrap up loose ends. So January 2014. But the way that this job is flowing is flowing really good. We hope to be done sooner. It's always good to be done sooner than later, and that's our goal. Okay.
Let's thank Ms. Moody.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Hey guys, we are back and I am standing in the beautiful courtyard room of public school number 53, also known as the community school. And here's the project manager, Mr. Patrick McManus. Hi, Patrick.
Hi, welcome to the courtyard.
Thank you.
We're quite pleased with the space. This is going to be used as kind of a teaching area.
Yeah.
You can see the grandstand type of seating area.
Right.
So teachers can bring the class outside on a nice day and bring the lesson plan right outdoors. So
It's beautiful.
That'd be
It is
nice.
beautiful. We've been coming back. I think this is probably our 5th time here at 53, where when David Vauder was here, and now David has moved on to another project, and you've taken over and you completed this project, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. What I love the most, I think, is what we're standing on.
this is it's a rubber kind of a
Right.
squishy mat.
We saw it when they were installing it, and I was just amazed, touching it and everything. This feels awesome.
It's easy on the feet, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
the kids will love it. They'll be bouncing
Yeah.
around. This grass is kind of cool too. It's like synthetic turf.
Like a turf.
Kind of like
okay.
an AstroTurf, so they won't have to worry about mowing the lawn.
Right, and that's
That's
just a little
also-
piece there. Well, let's go back and see what's back here
Sure.
too. Cool. Oh my gosh, look, what is this? This is awesome.
This is a writable wall.
What?
So yeah, the teachers, I'm sure they'll come up with all sort of creative ideas for the students to use the wall, but you can take a dry erase marker and write
Uh-huh.
right on here.
Let's try it
You can
out.
say welcome back, School 52.
Wow.
So I'm not sure how they'll work it into their lesson plans, but that's what we leave up to the teachers, right?
That is amazing, and it looks just like a composition book, you know, like
That's
the
right.
pages, like a notebook.
So they can work on
This
their
is
cursive and the uppercase,
I gotta try
lower,
it. Let me try it.
lowercase letters. Do you want a different color?
I'll take a different color.
There you go.
Yay!
So they have a couple different boards throughout the building for use. So
This
Pretty
is
cool feature.
amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I could imagine all of the creativity, you know, like flowers and pretty pictures.
Absolutely.
Being very creative. This is awesome. And I don't think another school in the district has anything like this, right?
just the community school, from what
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand.
They're lucky ducks.
Yeah.
Very lucky. Okay, let's see what else amazing things that's happening in here.
Sure. So this gymnasium, you may have remembered previously, was a lot darker. The bottom half of those windows was actually blocked, so there's very little natural light coming through. We put in new window sashes, refinished the floor, so there's a lot of natural light. Kids will be excited to come and participate in gym class here, hopefully.
That hopefully that's without a doubt.
Yeah, this is a really nice-
Red is so vibrant and beautiful.
That's the school colors, the red, black, and white. So.
And then that red floor and you said it's going to be the weight room or workout
Yeah, like a
room.
fitness room.
That is awesome. They are going to love this. They are
Absolutely.
going to love it. It makes me want to go turn a cartwheel or something. Climb a wall.
We'll have to get a basketball for next time.
Yeah, something, or you know, in theory, in my head, it all sounds good. But this looks wonderful. You guys did a great job, and I'm loving the emblem in the center of the gym.
Yeah, that's the school mascot, I think, is the bulldog, so.
Yeah.
The paw print with
Now,
53.
whose idea was that? Was that the architect, or did the
That was
school?
actually, I believe it was some community input.
That's good.
So
Good, that's what we like.
BPS 53 pride, definitely showing through in the
Yeah,
gymnasium.
Absolutely. Great job. Pat, obviously we are in the Home and Careers room. What took place in here besides the obvious?
Well, this room was refinished and all new kitchen equipment. So basically brand new countertops, desks, you know, dry erase boards, ceilings, everything. So really, this room is very nice. There's a lot of natural light, a lot like the gymnasium. So this is a really nice space. I wish my kitchen looked this nice.
I know, I know. What about these windows? They look pretty nice. Are they refurbished? What do we
The
do?
windows were all refurbished. The existing, those big windows were all existing, so we replaced the sashes and made sure they were all operable.
Nice, 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 nice. I love this room. I love the white floors, the white cabinet tops, the white ceiling. It gives it all a clean look. And this kitchen, like you said, is outstanding.
Nice and bright.
Yeah, it is. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's go take a look at the library.
Sure.
And then we'll end in the auditorium.
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yep,
All right, let's
thanks.
go. Okay, Pat, this is the library. Tell us what happened in here.
This is basically a brand new space again, completely refurbished. This is in the 1958 wing. So we took out all the existing floors and ceiling and put in all new. Fresh coat of paint and brand new bookshelves around, brand new circulation desk here, and of course brand new furniture.
Nice.
On the opposite side of the wall, also we have the computer lab.
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of a multi-purpose space.
Okay.
With you know, some internet research along with the classical card catalog. I don't know if they still use that.
Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in ages. Card catalog.
That's
I don't
right.
think they use that anymore.
No.
Oh,
So,
I don't know. They probably do.
well, they'll definitely use the space. This is
Yes.
a nice bright area again.
Right, it
Keeping
is.
with the theme of the natural light.
Yeah, you know what? I love the wooden table and chairs too. That brings back memories of like kindergarten,
Right.
you know, like grammar school, which is really nice. This is a nice space. Really nice open space.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, let's move on to our next one.
Sounds good.
Okay. Listen, Pat, you know, we're on the stage here in the auditorium, and I can tell you guys have really been busy here. You've done a lot of work. Explain to us exactly what happened in here.
Yeah, this is really the crown jewel of the building. It's
Yeah.
very, very pleasing aesthetically. Basically what happened in here is we redid the whole room. So the floors came out, we have new carpet, new paint on the concrete. We redid all the seats from the existing, so it's all the same seats from before. We had the contractor come out and take the parts and pieces back to his shop and refinish all the wood. Looks
Oh,
beautiful,
good,
probably
yeah.
just the same as the day it opened.
That's right.
And then the ceilings, there was actually an existing ceiling that went across basically from the crown molding to the crown molding. So all that extra ceiling cove space was covered up by a drop ceiling. Well, we removed that, so we have all that extra ceiling space. It really opens the room up. And we were able to borrow the lights from, I believe it was South Park High School, to really brighten the place up. Gives it that classic look.
It surely does. And you know, you never realize, you know, when they put those drop ceilings in, how it just makes the room space smaller, darker, dimmer.
It really does.
Yeah, you open it up and it's like, wow.
We're back in 1928 again,
Yeah,
right when they
hello,
opened.
hello, hello. This is great. And again, we're, you know, continuing with the color scheme with the red curtains, you know, which is really nice, really eye popper in this room. This is beautiful, and I know the community is going to enjoy using this along with the staff and the students here too.
I hope so.
Great job to you and Dave Vaughter and your entire staff, you know, on the wonderful work that you're doing here. We are excited you know, about the ribbon cutting ceremony, which will be upcoming soon, and the kids' first day of school coming back in here.
Welcome back,
Yeah,
School 53.
yeah, awesome job. Thank you so much, Pat,
Thank you.
for this tour.
Sure.
Okay, we'll
My
be right
pleasure.
back. Hey guys, welcome back. You know what? I feel like I am the luckiest lady right now because I'm standing next to two wonderful guys here. We're standing right outside the Buffalo Niagara Convention Center. This is my buddy, Mr. John, and this is my buddy, Mr. Paul. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's great that you invited us.
Listen, we're here today because we want to talk about this event that we had several months ago called Construction Career Fair. And Paul, you were instrumental. Paul is the president of the building trades. You were instrumental in making sure this event was successful. Can you just talk a little bit about the building trades overall?
Yeah, the building trades is 18 different construction unions, the bricklayers, the plasterers, the iron workers, the carpenters, etc. And we all have apprenticeship programs, and one of our biggest problems we have is recruiting minorities into our apprentice program. So we have a career day every year in October, but not everybody, especially from the city of Buffalo, was getting to go to it. So Damone Smith, the councilman, and you, Tracy, scared us into doing this with threats. And I'm just kidding. So we decided that we would bring these rest of these people in. And I think how many we have? 200 people.
Exactly. We had a little bit over 200 students that came in.
Yeah, and it just worked out great. All the building trade guys were very impressed with it. The interest they had, they came in looking like they wanted to get a job in one of the building trades.
Right, which was awesome, and I have to say that the event was a success, and it was really spearheaded because of what we noticed, and this all came out during, because we do the reconstruction program, all of Buffalo Public Schools. What we noticed going into all of the schools that there were so many students that are in, general studies, but have an interest in the building trades or construction, but they don't have that outlet. For some reason or other, they were not able to get into a McKinley or the Hutch Tech or the City Honor, so they're doing the basic studies in other high schools, and so they weren't privileged or had the opportunity to learn about the building trade. So we felt that this would be a great way to get them here, to introduce them to the trades, introduce them to people like you and people like you who can help them on their path. Now, this was all started, and I have to bring John in this because that construction fair that Paul spoke about, that's an annual event in October, John, along with Gary, Bernardo, you guys head that up, and you do a tremendous job. Talk a little bit about the Construction Career Day. Right? Yeah.
Well, we do head that up, but one thing that makes it such a success is the buy-in from the building trades.
Yeah.
And also, we have such a great committee. I've never worked with a group of people that are so willing to, do the work. And it always has turned out good. The worst thing that has happened to us has been weather events.
Exactly.
And we've seen it all, from the ice storms to windstorms to almost tornadoes. But yeah, it works out really well, and the kids have a chance to get on to bulldozers, backhoes, bobcats, on the cranes. They do plastering, they do framing, drywall, foundations, cut glass, paint, anything that the trades do, there's a hands-on display for that.
Which is amazing. This is what, your 8th year?
Yes, yeah, I believe it is the 8th.
Okay.
It's the 8th.
And I've been to most of them, and I call it the amusement park for the trades because I have a blast. I have a blast there. I mean, there are the big cranes. I mean, they can do the heavy equipment operations. It's wonderful. The only bad thing is that, like I said earlier, all of the Buffalo Public Schools are not entitled to go because you have to be in a career technical education facility in order to go. So bringing that component to the city to allow all the other students who were not allowed to go to the annual event to come here, I think that was a great opportunity for them too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the one problem that we do have with the Western New York one in October is the groups come as groups, and
Right.
they aren't filtered to find out their interest in the trades. And I think that that's one thing that was amazing thanks to you, for the convention center one, was you found out who was actually interested in the trades. So there was more interaction here
Right.
than there is down at the operating engineers. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but that's something that we really should look at to, make it more effective.
Right, right. I agree, and I'll be more than willing to help.
Well, we want you there. We
Yes,
want you
yes,
there.
and I love the whole committee too. I mean, you guys are so driven, for the students, and that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. Paul, why don't you tell us just what are some of the challenges that you have found in getting people into the building trades?
It's like I said, it's getting the word out. This is why this one in March was such a good idea.
Yeah.
That you especially were really beating a drum to get people there. And the general studies thing that you say, that's common. Both my kids took general studies in high school, and both of them are in the building trades. If it wasn't for the fact their daddy was a business agent, they wouldn't even known about it,
Right.
And so I think that what we did here was great, and I hope that they follow through. The students follow through. They were all seniors or GED students,
Right.
and or formerly incarcerated, and those we like those kind. And I thought that I just hope that they follow through and something good comes of it.
That's right.
If I may add, another challenge is to get the buy-in from the counselors at these schools, which that was another thing that you did very well, is you educated the counselors on this opportunity, and they started to buy in on that. Now, if we could get all the counselors on that same page, because not every kid is cut out for college, and you just don't want to throw them to the side, there is this wonderful opportunity for them.
Okay, and you know what? I also want to piggyback off of what Paul said about students following through. That is so important. That is so important. The day of this event, we instructed the students to sign their names on a log sheet, names, phone numbers, and school they attended. After they did that, I filtered every single one of those lists. Okay, I gave the list to Paul. Paul made letters, individual letters to each student, inviting them to the building trade of their choice, to the union hall of their choice. Now it is up to you. So if any of those students who attended the event, it was the Construction Career Day, Construction Career Fair that happened right here on March 20th, it is up to you now to follow through. You must do as the letter has instructed you to do. If you are interested in any apprenticeship that you had hands-on experience here, please follow through. Any lasting words?
Well, this year's event is going to be October 2nd and 3rd down at the Operating Engineers, and that's known as the Western New York Construction Career Fair.
I just thought it was great, the 20th, when we did the 20th of March, that instead of pushing and pulling, everybody teamed up and did it. I think that it was a big effort on everybody's part, and I think it worked out great.
I do too. I want to congratulate you both and thank you again for all of your support.
Thank you.
And I look forward to us working together year after year after year. You guys are a bunch of great guys.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey guys, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Don't forget, we are on YouTube where you can view all of our past and current shows. Just go to YouTube, type in LPCiminelli's Making It Happen, and there you'll see them all. Also, our Facebook friends, make sure you check out our page periodically because we do have updates and opportunities for MWBEs and Buffalo Public Schools students. Don't forget, if you have any questions, suggestions, give us a call. There's the number. Thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, let's keep making it happen.